What's up? I'm still fishing. I was thinking that I was going to play Majora's today, but I just felt like relaxing. I'm just gonna move that to Monday. I went and checked on my farm. I didn't even, so I was editing all morning, and right before I did this, I hopped on to refresh my farm. And I went to go do all that, refreshed it, it was fine. I come back like 6 minutes ago to get started on this, and somebody had gone into my redstone thing and fucked it up. Somebody had joined my world and fucked up my redstone. So it's good to know that no matter what happens, there will always be someone to fuck with your stuff, even if you invite them to an invite-only realm. And that's what happens when you invite a bunch of gay people to your realm. I wish I was joking. You can't trust anybody these days. It's pufferfish. Recovering from Ligma. I'm actually feeling a lot better. I don't feel bad at all, but I still have my cough. Sub-Zero is fun? No. Because that game wasn't fun. It wasn't nearly as fun as its predecessor. That's how you know it's a good Saturday, because I'd be fishing. Streaming the new Borderlands game when it comes out. There's a new one coming out. You'd think the failure of 3 would give them a hint that it's time to stop making them. That's what you'd think, at least. The Tiny Tina DLC? I don't care. Tiny Tina's fucking boring. Name tags for days. Still haven't gotten me that mending book. When it comes down to it, Krieg was the only good thing about Borderlands 2. Want to make me a JFJ themed D20? Why would I? What do I use a D20 for? Why would I use that? I don't need it. Spend your resources on something of actual value. There's an enemy drowned nearby. Get the vaccine? No, I did not get the vaccine. Oh, hello. I did not get it. And even if I got the vaccine, it wouldn't make me immune to it. Neo and the others. Neo is probably asleep right now. Played Mass Effect. I played Mass Effect 2. It was kind of neat, but I was so young I didn't really understand much about it. There's two of them. Someone said somewhere that the more water blocks that are around you, the higher chance of getting treasure or junk. So fishing in the ocean is what I'm all about. Hey! Let's see. No such luck. You killed the Ender Dragon, now you have nothing to do. Any tips? You play a different game. Pufferfish went whoop. Easier than catching the tuna? Well, it's easier than when I played, because when I played Yakuza 3, when it first hit Steam, there was a frame rate bug because the game was never supposed to run on 60 frames. Whoops. So you had terrible fish timings and terrible reel timings because that was a part of the bug. But sometime in February, I don't remember when, they changed it. So then they made it to where it's way easier to catch the tuna. So if you catch the tuna now, you won't have nearly as much trouble as I had catching the tuna. It gets annoying when people message me on Twitter or comment and say, "It took me one try to catch the tuna. Is this guy just bad?" No, you fucking idiot. You didn't pay attention to the patch notes. They nerfed it. We are not the same. I'm better than you. Phasmophobia? Phasmophobia is kind of boring. Shit. Thank you for getting Battlefield 2042. Already pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition. I will never ever say to pre-order something ever. I would never actually say to pre-order something because pre-ordering is a bad practice. You're purchasing something that you don't even know that you'll like yet. But me, I will be playing 2042 day one. It doesn't matter if I like it or not. I will be playing it day one, and I will be making a video of it the day it comes out. So there's a little bit of leeway in letting me pre-order it, and only a little bit, on the fact that when I make the video of it, or make 2 videos of it, I guess, I will make back the money spent ordering it. Cause see, there's, like, I know I'm going to play it day one. I'm going to play it on day one. So I might as well pre-order it because I'm already going to play it. Because I would never pre-order something that I have no knowledge on or anything like that. I would never pre-order anything like that. But if I know that I'm going to play it day one, like actually play it day one, then pre-ordering it is not the end of the world. But you have to have your knowledge of it. Like, the only other game I've ever pre-ordered before was The Division 1. That's the only game I've ever pre-ordered, and it sucked. I hated The Division 1. It was really, really boring, and the story sucked. Shooting was okay, I guess. But that was it. But I know that I'm going to play 2042. I know I'm going to be playing it day one, and I know I'm going to be playing and making a video on it. So there's only benefits to me pre-ordering it. But if you just saw the trailer and you have nothing else about it, you know nothing else about it, then don't pre-order it. It's a bad practice. That's another Nautilus shell. That makes 9. Thoughts on the Steam Deck? It looks cool. I already reserved one. It'd be kind of neat to be able to play Stardew Valley, like from my bed or something. I feel sick. But I also like the fact that it's a Linux-based, basically like tablet. So it has internet on it and everything. And it will let you fuck around with it, so folks are going to be able to emulate video games on it. It's basically a Switch with heavier hardware. You're addicted to Kingdom Come, you can't stop playing it? It's a good game. Pretty rough start, but good game. I think the only downside to it, to the Steam Deck, is that it has a kind of a small size, unless you get like the big boy version, which is the one I reserved. But it also comes with a micro SD slot, so you can put whatever you want on there and also add on a little bit of space. Really, I'd be totally fine if someone could jury rig a way to put a normal SD slot in there. That way you could have like an extra 200 gigs. Because I know SD slots are crazy in how they do shit these days. Also, the Steam Deck has gyro controls. That's crazy. The most innovative thing that the Wii U and the Switch has, period, is what the Steam Deck has. Gyro controls are fucking wacko. See, I don't have a Switch, but I played the Switch back in 2017 with Splatoon. Like when it first came out. And I thought it was like, holy shit. I wish aiming was a little easier. And then the guy showed me how the gyro controls worked. And that shit was like night and day. That's so fucking cool. Sure, you're not going to be able to make like accurate headshots or anything, but you are going to hit what you're aiming at, which is really nice. No, Beer Man, I do not know what Evil Dictator 2 is. I am levels of comfy I didn't think possible. And then my chat like freezes. How do I feel about the Wraith and DVD? I was right. I was right. Back in 2019, I made the Dead by Daylight sock sites, where I said that the entire game is dependent on the coin flip rule, where the game is set in stone, these killers are set in stone, and that if they changed any of their kits in a harsh way, they would either be too strong or they would be completely worthless. And I said at the, like a perfect example was the Wraith. The Wraith's ability to go in and out of invisibility is entirely dependent on his add-ons, and that if they change any of his base kit, he's going to be incredibly strong. And wouldn't you know it, they changed his base kit between 2019 and 2021, and then they did a little test or whatever. The Wraith is the most played killer in the game. So I was right. I was right. And folks didn't want to believe me. But Jay's usually always right. What happened to the Oni and Twins? Oni's just fine. Twins are pointless to play. Video of Fallout New Vegas? Yes, I do. Very short and old, but I do. Hey, it's Key. Key's here. We have our own talented music boy. All we need is Key to do a mashup with Pluffaduff, and then we're good to go. I have so much fish. I gotta cook all this shit. Let me catch, I'm gonna catch like 3 more fish. Any plans for Far Cry 6? I never even saw the trailer, I have no idea. All I know is that it's not Far Cry 5 and I'm sad. Far Cry 5 is so fucking good. It blows Far Cry 3 and 4 out of the water. I don't care what anybody says. Like, 3 may have been good at the time, but after going back to Far Cry 3, I couldn't stand it, dude. It was so boring. I just couldn't get a hold on it, man. I just was so bored. I had more fun playing Far Cry Primal than I had fun playing Far Cry 3.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
Thanks, Thompson.
I don't like 5's story.
I thought 5 was fine. everybody had all these like pseudo problems with 5 and shit. I didn't like the way 5 felt, and I didn't like the way that my asshole touches the toilet seat. Like, okay, alright, whatever. Anyway, I liked 5 a lot. Thought it was pretty damn good. Five made my penis hurt. Like, alright. Cool, anyway. I was unbelievably happy with the way 5 was. I thought it was so damn good. I did think that the Bliss girl, I thought her story was kinda wacko. Did think it was kinda weird how she just basically had free control over everybody. But I liked everything about 3. Or sorry, 5.
Those beans. Are you fucking insane?
Wait a second, what way does your asshole touch the toilets? Eat? I feel like we're glossing over something important. Do you shit differently from the rest of us? Is that where your power comes from?
Anyway, the point is, everybody has their favorite Far Cry, and mine was 5. I thought 5 was perfect. I had very, very little complaints about 5. I thought it was just absolutely phenomenal. Being in Montana, meeting all the people, falling in love with everybody, actually having a distinct hatred for the antagonists. Thought it was perfect. I thought they did everything right. And then New Dawn comes out and it fucking sucks. New Dawn was fucking boring. Guys, we're cashing in on the Rage series. We're cashing in on Rage. Guys, I hate to break it to you, nobody fucking liked Rage. And nobody liked Rage 2.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
Don't you change the subject. Tell us your secret technique.
I used one of those bidets that is a power drill with a scrub brush. The pain is immeasurable, but the results are worth it.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
The boy finally arrived in Dam. This was worth every damn penny.
He's very comfy. He's very soft. I've got mine right here. He's made out of like actual good material. It really did make me genuinely sad when folks were upset that they weren't getting their plushies quick enough and stuff. I was like, guys, Guys, don't forget, it's not a fucking t-shirt. Shit takes time. It was made out of very, very good material. Genuinely shocking how nice of a fucking outcome it had. Did I get an American flag one? Nope. I don't even get one of those. The only way to get an American flag rare version of it was to be lucky enough to get one. Samurai Jack was such a good show. It was. Samurai Jack was a very good show. I gotta get that mending book. .07 chance of getting a mending book. Well, I've gotten mending books before. Multiple times, as a matter of fact. I don't mind fishing. I'll fish for a little bit though, and then I should probably get back to the Nether, see if I can find a fortress. Thoughts on Adventure Time? It was really good until Rebecca Sugar got into it. Got her little fucking mitts into it. I did see that little ending. What's it called? Adventure Time Chronicles of Ooh, whatever it was called. Whatever it was, whatever that thing on HBO now it was called. When Finn died, I was sad. It was actually fucking sad. Some genuinely heavy moments in that. Am I a fan of JoJo's? You know what? Yeah. I do like JoJo. I thought it was pretty fucking awesome. I really liked part 1. I thought part 2 was pretty cool. I thought part 3 was also pretty cool. I really liked part 4. Part 5 was kind of gay. But I really liked part 4. Part 4 was just fucking cool. Crazy, noisy Bija town. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. The way Mason and Corey tell me, because they've read all the parts, I've never read any of the parts. The way Mason and Corey tell me, I think I'm going to be sad with the other parts. because I really, really like the Joestar lineage a lot. I like Jonathan, and I really like Joseph. I like everybody else. I really like all of those. I love the lineage. I think it is such a cool fucking lineage. And then I'm being told, yeah, no, it kind of enters an alternate dimension in the future. I'm like, what? Why? Why? I don't want to be an alternate dimension. I want to talk about the Joestars. Part 4 was so good, dude. Yoshikaga Kira is probably the best antagonist. Dio was pretty cool, but his fight in part 3 was kind of stupid.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
Thank you, Super Samples. I also thought it was really dumb how Josuke stopped his own heart and then started it back up again. It's just JoJo magic bullshit that was just dumb. But on top of that, part 4 was just awesome. Had a lot of heartfelt moments. It was really sad. I just really liked part 4 a lot. Or Jotaro, whatever his name was. Oh my god, is that a motherfucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference? Is that a motherfucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Kakyoin was kind of cool until you realize like he doesn't do anything the whole series. Don't make fun of us JoJo's Bizarre Adventures fans. We hate working out. Consider playing Cards Against Humanity? Fuck no. Absolutely not. That game is a fucking nightmare. I'd rather just play Uno on my Xbox, but I don't have Uno on my Xbox. Take on the music references in JoJo? Kind of silly. But I think that fits with the whole silliness of the entire show to begin with, is that it's just fucking silly. Sub or dub? Dub for part 1 and part 2, sub for the rest. I really liked that I really liked that number 1 is voiced for Jonathan Joestar. Is it Jonathan or is it Joseph is what I was thinking of. The dub for part 1 and part 2 is just so good. I don't really, I'm gonna try and put it into words why I liked part 1 so much. I really fucking fell in love with the fact that Jonathan was just a signal of justice. Just the absolute nicest dude ever. And this terrible, awful shit happens to him over the course of like 6 years, I guess. And he still doesn't change from being such a great person. It's kind of like an Obi-Wan Kenobi kind of thing. Yeah, this terrible, awful shit happens to Obi-Wan and he is still a virtue of the Jedi. He never strays from the path. I like that. I like that he was super fucking nice and cool the entire series. He even, in his final moments on the boat, he comes down to saying, like, maybe if things were different, we could have been friends, Dio. Like, even all, like, the terrible, awful shit that Dio does, Jonathan still finds, you know, forgiveness. And then his grandson, Joseph, comes around and looks just like him, but he dresses like a fucking queer. But he's still really cool and really smart. And that whole icicle thing was just so fucking funny in part 2. So stupid and funny, and I loved it. And then part 3 comes out, and then Jotaro's just fucking boring. I mean, he's cool. He's like Clint Eastwood, but he barely talks. Part 3 is more about the crew instead of just the JoJo. And then part 4 is just fucking phenomenal. I loved every part of it. I was genuinely sad when Shigeki got blown apart by that doorknob. Killer Queen has already touched that doorknob. What are you up to, King? He dodged it. all the intro themes to part 4 are so memorable. They're all so good. Ozcol, I don't care about D&D. I think it's boring and dumb. Chase? No. Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town is way better. It's kind of like when I always ask people, not always, I don't ever ask this. Whenever it's brought up, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the intro for that, my favorite intro for Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is Summertime Sunshine, whatever that one is. That one's my favorite. Golden Time Summertime, that's it, I think. That one's my favorite. And no one ever agrees with me. They're always like, well, my favorite's this one. Okay. Nope. Castlevania Netflix? No, I don't use Netflix. Heard of Chainsaw Man? I did read Chainsaw Man, actually. I read that one. That was a genuinely great read. Survival games? Breakwaters. That's about it. I wanted to support their Kickstarter, but I forgot.
Eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
You did the thing with the hoppers. I'm so proud of you, kiddo.
You were right, Thompson. I thought it was really, really, really cool when I figured out that you could do that. What's the last thing I want to surrender? Take your pain, go away, and it's all the same. Pay the fine, borderline. What's the last thing I want to surrender? Currently playing Medieval Dynasty. I'd like Medieval Dynasty more if it, you know, got an actual good update. Just never did. I'm gonna have to repair this pickaxe. It's gonna get too expensive eventually, and that's gonna suck. Thank you, Bont. I love doing this. I kind of miss when bone meal wasn't nerfed so hard. You put bone meal on anything, it just grew up instantly. That is, if it was in the purviews of the selectrified systems of which that it works. You couldn't just grow a tree if it was sitting in a 1x1 block of sand. It wouldn't let you do that. But if everything that hit the purviews of selectrophy, everything would just grow up all nice and nice. I actually used to know a trick. I don't know if it works anymore though. You put a sapling down, you give it enough room to grow, and then you put 2 cobblestone rings above it. Those 2 rings would extend the growth of the tree by at least like 4 separate blocks, so you could get more for your wood. Having that wooden block there makes it easier for me to get onto the farm without untilling any of the work. But it does make collecting it a little less flow. But, you know, works just fine. I'm gonna have to empty this out soon. Alright, I'm gonna have to go into the nether. I think what I'm gonna do is put protection 3 on my chest. Do I have any other types of protection? I have blast protection. You know what? I'll take this fire protection as well. Put that on there. Nice. What item do I want to have a JFJ theme? None. I don't want my influence to be anywhere near this game. I'm not a game developer. It takes a smart and bold man to realize that I can't make this game any better. I can only probably adjust its problems. I don't want anything to do with the influence of this game. You're just asking for issues if you do that. What's up, little man? Alright. Still gotta find a fortress. Could head in that direction, but we're looking at some lava. This is Neo's doing. He really likes using these rails, even though I don't mind walking. Think it'd be nice if they added a scythe. Yeah, it would be pointless. Finding a fortress fucking sucks. I could head to the left. Or I could head to the right from this position. I didn't bring a shield. Fuck.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
Hey Jay, my 2 JFJ plushes finally arrived in the mail today, and I was surprised by a 3rd Merca themed plush. Thanks for giving the fans another way to support ya.
Congrats, zombie, you got the rare one. Kind of want to go over to the left side. I think that's what I'll do. I'll cut a hard left through here. Pardon me. It's 3 in total? No, I've only seen 2. Honestly, I have a better chance if I take a left here. Can't have shit in the nether. What's up? I'm just gonna have to keep going in this direction. Dude, I don't understand why they made fortresses so fucking rare. That put a pin in my fucking plans, didn't it? Taking a little dip. Uh-oh. Well, all that gold's gone. Ugh. Whoa. Pardon me. See, I'd be fine with fortresses not having any loot, but then not making them, hello. Jesus. I'd be a-okay with fortresses not having a shitload of loot, but just giving you an easy way to get nether wart. I'd be completely okay with that. Instead, we have to have this painful fucking process of being lucky enough to spawn next to one, or within 400 blocks of one. No way. Oh, never mind. I think that's just a visual bug. Oh, never mind. Fucking Christ. Oh man, I always get lucky. This is the definition of dream luck right here. Yep. Is that the thing that was in the box? Yeah, that's the guy from Dr. Stone.
Yeah.
Oh, like Minecraft. It's
Exactly.
just like Minecraft.
Like Minecraft.
Yeah.
But in real life.
Yeah.
1,000 years in the future.
If we're gonna do it like that, we're gonna do it the smart way. Ah, thank God. I always have a hunch, and that hunch is usually right. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you realize that when Jay has a hunch, he's usually right. Okay? Now, this is just a hunch, but I think the pride flag, I'm kidding. I don't have a shield. If I had a shield. Shit. Fuck. Ooh. Woof. Ow. I'm like the American sniper. .3D printed item have JFJ theme? I also do not care. I'm a very simple man. I see something I don't care about, I say I don't care. You want some of this? You ain't seen a Minecrafter with this much skill. Had to have been skilled. Does my throat sound a little rough yesterday? I was just sleepy. That's all it was. I was just fucking tired. Is there an achievement for, like, winning a standoff with a skeleton or some shit? Right? I think. This whole fortress is worthless if it has no nether wart. Achievement for killing a skeleton very far away. Okay, that's what I thought. Ever play Total Chaos? Never heard of it. Ooh, I gotta use the bathroom. Gotta use the shitter. Mulan didn't do well in China because the Chinese said Mulan looked white. Damn, the Chinese are racist. Dude, this sucks. I find a fortress. There's no fucking nether wart here. Come on, man. There's gotta be something. And now I gotta use the bathroom real bad. Okay. I'm gonna block myself in. I gotta use the bathroom. bullshitters unite! Whew. Aha! I needed that. I needed that little break. Okay, cool. Do I like drinking tea? I do not drink tea. Not because I don't like it, but because it tastes like shit. You just got owned. Pranked, dare I say, fuck you. I was already here. You're kidding me, dude. Where the fuck is the nether wart? There cannot be a fucking fortress without nether wart. That's not how the world generation works. And now you're just telling me that there is? Is pooping different when you have COVID? Yeah, my poop is black now. It's crazy. Crazy wacky. Where in the fucking what is the nether wart? I finally find a fortress and there's no nether wart here? Come on, man. I just want the one. You're kidding me, dude. You're fucking serious, dude. I finally find a fortress and there's no nether wart. This is the tiniest fortress I've ever been in. Fucking most pathetic fortress ever. I've already been here. My sense of taste and smell, that went a while ago. Guess I never did go over there. No, I went over there. Yeah, I was just over there. Well, I guess I gotta go find another one. Is there nether wart in the soul sand biome? Nether wart is exclusively in fortresses. But I can always make sure, just in case something wacko was changed. Alright, so... Nether wart, Minecraft wiki. Generates nether fortresses in soul sand gardens in the stairwells. Nether wart can also generate in the courtyards of housing unit bastion remnants. As they are only found in rare nether fortresses and housing bastions, they only generate approximately 0.1 blocks per chunk. So unless I find a bastion, I find a chest, or a nether fortress, ain't finding nothing. That's what it says. So I gotta go find another one. It's up to me to keep moving. Any tips for dealing with Bovid? Sleep. Make sure you cough. Make sure you take hot showers to break up all that mucus. And take Mucinex. You're good to go. Finally find a fortress. Finally. After all this time, I find one. And I can't do shit about it. It's so painful. Haha! Yeah! That's 2 of them. All right, now I gotta get over there. Okay. I'll just work with my dream luck. Nice. Right. Now I gotta get over there. I should use something that won't break as easy, so... Instead of making a full-blown... Instead of making a full-blown bridge over there and risking death by gassed fireball, I'm just gonna dig over there. Okay. Oh, I'm already liking the way that looks. I'm the only person with Minecraft music on. I'm playing a playlist of the Minecraft music right now. It's super good. Yous is a damn fool if you don't like the Minecraft music. It is so damn good. I have a feeling I'm going to be seeing a ghast here soon. I ran out of torches. I actually ran out of torches. I don't know where to get more. There's no coal in this world. Or in the nether. I'll just leave these here. Oh yeah, shit, charcoal. Well, I don't have any cobble on me. Blink. You can craft a furnace with blackstone. What? There you are. All right. This place seemed a lot more vertical to you guys than normal. Oh man, these nether warts are gone. Yeesh. Uh-oh. Ah, okay, here we go. I am going to call it a day. Go ahead and let other people enjoy this fortress. I just wanted the nether wart. And I guess these diamonds are also a nice little payoff. Here comes the hard part. I gotta get back to base. Enjoy the silence. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Where in my torch? There we go. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary, they can only do harm. Congratulations on getting the shiny one. That makes 3 accounted for out of the 20 that were sent out. Dude, I just got an eye for this shit. I told myself I was gonna head out and I was gonna find me a goddamn fortress. And you know what? I did. In fact, I found 2 of them because the game said, try that shit again. Like, all right. Eat a dick. Not gonna let you undo all this progress I got. Hi, Guacha. Day is good. Get me out of here, dude. Place is a fucking death trap. There's 3 bros chilling in the hot tub 2 feet apart because they're not gay. Home sweet home. Holy shit. Alright. Oh. All right. Ooh-wee. That was a fucking fiasco and a half. I'm just happy all that shit's over with. Tried Minecraft mods? No, I don't like mods. Ugh. No shit, commentator. Thank you for telling me stuff I already know. I still gotta get that mending. It's not bullying. The biggest rule, or not, it's not really stated anywhere, but, you know, you figured you'd have the brains for it, is backseating is not really welcome. Because it's fucking gay. Hold a wandering trader hostage if he came by. No, just kill him. Just get the damn lead. They haven't added any new potions in a long time, haven't they? Most recent one's been the leaping potion. I know you can make a phantom membrane potion. That's like levitation or some shit, right? I'm gonna do magma cream so I can get fire resistance in case something goes wrong in the nether. What's about Minecraft adding magic? That'd be kind of neat, I guess. Try to sell Neo a useless item. You gotta give me an example of a useless item. Would you be a mod? No. You're gay, lol. Gay, you're gay and dumb, lol. Alright, so we got fire resistance now. I'm gonna have to toss out all this crap. So I can have a chest of potions. That'd be cool. That's fucking weird. Where'd my nether wart go? Oh, I know. Also, Distratic, I've never seen your name before. I'm not gonna give mod to someone whose name I don't recognize. My name stand for anything? Yeah, it has a meaning. I've got melon seeds somewhere, hold on. Gay and dumb, lol. I'm Professor St. Cloud. Am I not doing any big builds? No, I don't do those. Those are not my forte. Between the Murray and Keanu Reeves, who would I have a conversation with? Neither of them. Where's my bucket? Love me that respiration. If only I could get aqua affinity. Don't worry, SpongeBob, I cut down the kelp forest. Now you can get out. And Cowboy Bebop? Yes, I have. I thought it was really good. Man, it's hard to believe that the creator of SpongeBob died. I was just thinking about that, like, he's gone. And they're making all these damn spin-offs that he didn't want happening. Ah, that sucks. Neoliberalism. Or neo-corporatism. Ever watch Space Dandy? Yeah, I thought Space Dandy was pretty cool too. Yep, Strider. I'm gonna go breed some cows, and then I'm gonna slaughter them. Actually, I think I'm gonna make a diamond sword first. You're gay and dumb, lol. I got a diamond sword. Good to go. It's got looting on it. Breed all these cows, then slaughter them. Get all their leather and meat. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I find bubblegum rather unpleasant. Listen up, some of you may live, but most of you will die. It is up to you to decide amongst you who will survive, and who will pass on their lineage to the children. It is now time for the slaughtering. Hey-ya. Hey-ya. 37 cowskin. Jesus Christ. This is looting 2, by the way. It gets better. And that's a stack. Or just under a stack. I'm fine with that. The fucking bat can! Got your plush in the mail? Thank you for buying one. There's going to be a sock little vinyl that's going to be coming out in the future too, and I don't think that one's going to be limited because everything was so good. Like, the plushie sold so well that I think Onage wants to stay in touch. So I think there's a very large chance that I'll be getting more and more stuff. But there's a vinyl that's coming out, and you can replace the hat on the sock with a small Tyrion, and he can sit on top of the sock. What happened to my fucking Minecraft music? It's so fucking quiet. There we go. Need a Stockman hoodie? In the future. I take very poor care of my merchandise. Play Super Mario Sunshine at some point? I have that fucking Mario All-Stars thing. Just gotta wait for a Switch. A good Switch. Alright, well, now I got a bunch of books. You know what, that's what I'll do. I'll move all this shit over here. All the enchanting shit can be right there. I can emulate it? Wow, I don't fucking care. Get owned. Liberal. So what's better for regeneration? Lasting longer or better regeneration that is shorter? Opinion on young kids having access to the internet? I think that you shouldn't be able to get on the internet if you are under the age of 14. I think there are some... Because the internet is not the same that it used to be, and the internet was pretty bad when I was young. Like, I remember getting pretty scarred on some pretty awful shit when I was young. But I learned from it, and I grew from it, and it molded my personality from it, and I like it. Now the internet is a corporate fucking hellscape that is just being ruined by retards, awful people, pedophiles. It's just bad, you know? It didn't used to be that way. It was nice to come home and get on video game director's cut, see people do all sorts of creative things that Nintendo didn't have their hands on or stop them from doing. Watching people get better and better, become fucking Super Mario Bros. Z, seeing all that cool shit. It was genuinely interesting to see all that kind of stuff. Now you can't do any of that shit, otherwise you risk getting sued. If I had kids, what are the rules for internet or TV? When my kids are below the age of 14, they're getting regular cell phones. Regular. Flip phones. They're not getting internet on their phone. It's not how that's gonna work. When my kids turn 14, and if they, you know, prove themselves to be actually good kids, and they prove that they don't, they aren't little shitheads, then I'll get them a touchscreen phone. TV, there's not going to be a limit on TV because TV's pretty great. But they will know how to ride bikes and stuff. Like my little brother doesn't even know how to ride a bike. I keep telling him, is like, hey man, you can learn how to ride a bike anytime. And he's like, no, I don't want to learn. I don't want to learn how to ride a bike. Rather stay inside and play Tarkov all day. Okay, it's fine, I guess. There is so much cool shit that you can do when you're a kid that you take for granted when you get older. And I'm not gonna say, oh, well, high school is gonna be the best time of your life, because that's a fucking lie. I hated high school. High school sucks. High school's fucking terrible. I hated high school. Need more gold. I could not fucking stand high school. I thought it was atrocious. Giant fucking pain in my ass is what it was. Now, if there's people out there that liked high school, never said you couldn't like high school. It's fine. I didn't like it. I thought it was terrible. My dad and my mom, they loved high school, but that's because my dad was a fucking hardcore soccer player and had shitloads of friends and got bitches on the down low. My mom was a cheerleader that had shitloads of friends and stuff. You know what I did in high school? I got in fights every fucking week. It was so painful. So painful. That's all I got in. I just got in fights. Just constantly. I hated high school. I didn't give a shit about the teachers. The teachers were cool. Or kind of cool, I guess. But dude, I just got in fights constantly. It seemed like no matter which school I went to, black kids just did not like me. And this was before I was how I am now. I used to be really, really nice, like super nice to everyone, like just complete, you could walk all over me kind of bullshit. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm sick of getting made fun of for being white. I'm sick of it. I'm not making fun of anybody for being black. And so I didn't take it anymore. And then I got in fights. I got in shitloads of fights. I beat the shit out of a lot of people. I broke nose. I hit people in the jaw. I knocked people on the ground. I got people in headlocks. I'm just sick of it. Like, there's fucking idiots that will say shit like, oh, well no, people aren't violent. Like, well, people may not be violent, dude, but I can tell you firsthand, as someone that went to majority black schools his entire life, dude, black kids don't like white kids. They fucking can't stand them. I was nice as shit, dude. Sure, I was probably pretty annoying, but I was nice. And I got in a lot of fights. And suddenly, once you get into a lot of fights, and you win a bunch of them, nobody wants to pick on you anymore. I think the worst thing I ever did, in terms of fights, there was this Mexican kid that was being an asshole. He was like pushing me and shit. And I grabbed his hand and said, fuck off. And he hit me in the chin, and I slugged him in the nose and broke it. And he got up and ran over to the teacher. Like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. You wanna fuck, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you right back. Then there was this one black kid. He kept saying my head was big. He was being really fucking mean and annoying. I was just sitting there, I was just taking it because I kept getting told, like, no, don't get in fights, don't get in fights, you have to not be in fights. Because getting in fights is bad. You can't do that. And I was just sitting there just like, you're kidding, I have to sit here and take this? And he kept saying my head was big, and I was like, alright. I stood up, closed my textbook, picked it up, and I fucking slammed it right in his face. He got a black eye, and it was loud too. It was really fucking loud. I mean, the sound of a book hitting someone square in the face is incredibly fucking loud. And I hit him right in the face and then sat back down. The whole classroom was quiet. The teacher asked, like, what was that noise? Nobody said anything. Got off scot-free. Gave that kid the biggest black eye he's ever fucking seen. He just sat there like a goddamn fucking wuss is what he was. Then there was one kid in middle school. I forget what we were doing. We were somewhere in the playground or some shit. He was throwing rocks at people. Like really, really throwing rocks at people hard. And he was throwing like the small little playground pebbles or whatever, the wood chip shits. He was throwing those at people. And he wasn't a retard either. He was just being annoying, just throwing them. And I saw that he was doing that, and I was like, all right, I'm done. Because he kept throwing them, and one of them hit me, and I was like, all right. He wasn't even throwing any of them at me, but I'm done. I picked up this huge fucking stone, like huge, and I nailed him right in the cheekbone with it. Let me tell you, he stopped throwing rocks at people. I never started fights. I never like starting fights. I don't like getting in fights. But dude, if you fucking start shit with me, I will end it. I will. I've always done that. I've broken noses, I've dislocated jaws, I've choked people out. I did lose one fight though, because I didn't punch. This was when I wasn't punching people, I was just trying to get them in headlocks to end the fight. I did lose one. I was trying to get him in a headlock, but I couldn't get him in a good position, and he just kept punching me, and he ended up bruising the shit out of my face. And I'll admit, I started that one. He was calling me a girl, and I was like, it was getting on my nerves. And really, I started that one. That one was my fault. I deserved whatever happened to me after that. But there was one that happened to me in middle school, and this one was over Nintendo DS's. Some fucking black kid was being really annoying, like super annoying. We were all sitting at our table, and we were all playing, we were all sitting at our table, and we're all playing 3DS's. We were playing Mario Party before the school started. And we're having a good time. Nobody was bothering us. Some fucking kid was saying like, dude, you suck at this game. You suck. I can't believe you suck. How much do you suck at this? It's like, it's Mario Party. You can't get better at Mario Party. It doesn't matter. It's a luck-based game. So I said, dude, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna stab you with the stylus. And I went back to playing, and he said, dude, how come you still suck? And I stood up. I used my elbow to hold him against the wall. I grabbed the stylus and I shanked him right in the fucking shoulder. Now, it didn't pierce his skin or anything. It didn't even make him bleed. I don't even think it bruised him. I just fucking hit him right in the shoulder like a goddamn needle and said, all right, it's time to shut up now. And he grabbed me by the shoulders and threw me to the ground. And I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me right now? And he wasn't strong enough to actually do anything. So I stood up, picked him up. Like I picked him up by his core, his waist, and I threw him right down on the ground, and his head hit the side of the stairs we were sitting next to. And he was like, and he ran off. And then he told the teachers, and the teachers were like, all right, hey, Jay, did you hit him? I said, yeah, I hit him after he hit me. He said, the principal went, what? Yeah, he was being mean. I hit him. He hit me. I hit him again. And the principal said, you didn't tell me that you hit Jay. And he was like, well. And then they asked everybody at the table, and they were all on my side. And yeah, he got in trouble with me, and he was like, my mom's gonna be so mad at me. And I just kept saying, dude, if you didn't want to get yelled at, you should have shut your fucking mouth. I told him the same fucking thing. Shut your fucking mouth. You don't want to get in trouble. Shut your fucking mouth. Instead, you had to act like an asshole. You had to look like a goddamn pussy in front of everybody. You get your ass beat. You go run to the teachers. You're gonna get in trouble. You sit there and you take your licks. You want to start shit? You want to sit there? You shut the fuck up. That's just what it was, man. If you wanted to start a fight, you either nut up, you take your licks, you serve them, and then you shut the fuck up. You go run to a teacher, you're gonna get us both in trouble. There's none of this goddamn, oh, I'm the innocent party. No, that's not how this works. You started all this, I ended it. And if you didn't want to get in trouble, you should have sat there and shut your fucking mouth. But you didn't. You didn't. And now we're both in trouble. And I was used to getting in trouble. My dad and my mom, I didn't get in trouble. I got suspended. They let me sit there and watch TV during the day. I did have to do a lot of chores though, and that's fine. That's just what it was. I was nice as hell to everyone that I met. But if you're just some fucking asshole kid that walked up to me and wanted to start something, I was gonna slam you on the ground. There was another kid while I was in high school. I had a friend named Warren. Warren was super cool. I mean, like, he got on my nerves sometimes. But Warren was my friend. Everybody gets on each other's nerves sometimes. And Warren said something, and I was like, shut up, Warren, whatever. And this fuckboy idiot, thinking that he was tough shit. He's looking at Warren, he's like, hey, are you gonna fight him? And I'm like, what? And he's like, hey, Warren, are you gonna fight him? You're gonna fight him, right? I can't wait to see that. You're gonna fight him, right? I had nothing, like I had no negative things to say about Warren at all. Warren was awesome. And so I looked at the kid and said, dude, I'll beat the shit out of you, but I won't do anything to Warren. You kidding me? And that kid, he like stands up and he's like, what? And I was like, all right, here we go. And I stood up, I walked over to him and I slugged him right in the jaw and he fell over. I told him, I was like, dude, you want to act like a fucking idiot? I'll put you down like one. That's what it is. You should have heard the noise, dude. It was like, it was like, right, it was gone. He fell the fuck over. Dude, you want to act like a fucking idiot? I'm gonna put you down like one. That's what it was. And that was my fault. I started that fight, but he fell over and then I went and sat back down. The teacher didn't even see it. And no one was the wiser. And let me tell you something. He shut his fucking mouth for the rest of the school year. There was another one that I lost once. I was trying to be friends with this kid named Zach. And Zach was a complete fucking asshole. Nobody liked Zach. He was just rude all the time to everyone. He was just rude, period. And one day he was having a shitty day and he said, get out of my face. And me being the fucking contrarian that I was, I got in his face and he just hit me. And I just fell over and I was like, if I follow this up, everyone at the basketball court is going to be on his side. So I just sat there, I swallowed my spit and was like, all right, I'm done. I realized that really at the end of the day, like, even though he hit me, he did say get away from him. And then I realized that I'm in a fucking parking lot full of black kids. If I get any more violent, they're just gonna start hitting me. It was just time to realize that when to pick your battles. I've always liked what Teddy Roosevelt said. He said, speak softly, but carry a big stick. I like to be nice. I don't like getting in fights. But I have been in more fights than I can fucking count. I've been in so many fucking fights. There was a little dickhead when I was in middle school named Colin. He was such an asshole. Nobody liked him. He was so short too. Like, he was short for a middle schooler. We were in football. We were just sitting there, and he was pointing at everybody, and he wasn't even the coach. He wasn't even the quarterback or anything like that. He was sitting there, and he was like, you've got to hold your stance. You got to hold your stance. You got to hold your stance. And I walked over to him and was like, Colin, you're not the fucking coach, dude. And he grabbed my helmet. He grabbed my helmet by the mouth guard, and he pulled me down to his level. And he was like saying something. And when he pulled me, I was gone. I was gone with rage because he pulled me down quick and it hurt my back. I was gone. I didn't even hear what he said. I grabbed him by his mouth guard. I fucking threw him to the right, threw him to the left, slammed him on the ground. I reached inside of his helmet and started punching him in the face. He had a lot of blood on his face, but they had to get 3 other football players to pull me off of him. And after that, guess what? Colin shut his fucking mouth. I did get suspended after that, though. And then there was another kid. I can't even remember his name. He was a fucking asshole. He was just being rude. I don't remember what it was. I did the same thing to him, and they had to get other people to pull me off of him because he was being mean. Dude, I was tall for a middle schooler, and I was tall for all that, and I was trying to be nice to every person that I met. Contrary to popular belief, I don't like being in fights because they usually just They limit the amount of friends that you can make because it's hard to be friends with people that you fight. But I've been in so many that I just didn't care anymore. It was so painful. Were any of these fights worth the trouble? Yeah, a couple of them, yeah. A lot of them were just flack. And then there was this one black kid, I don't remember his name. He was some mulatto kid. He thought he was tough shit. He thought he was some gangster because he lived in the projects. Like, dude, we all lived in the fucking projects. We were all poor and we all were assholes. All of us. He stole his dad's pocket knife and he was like holding it to people, being an asshole with it. I walked over to my friend Jerome, and I love Jerome. Jerome was one of my best friends. I never got in a fight with Jerome ever. Like, we always were super cool because Jerome was awesome. And he's holding this knife to Jerome, and I walked over, was like, whoa, 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 what the hell's going on here? And then he held the knife to me, and I'm not gonna pretend that I did this. Ooh, I disarmed him all epically. Like, no, I could have gotten stabbed real quick. I did a quick right hook to his jaw, and he fell over, and then he dropped it, and that was it. I didn't epically disarm the knife. I didn't go like all Steven Seagal and like hit him right in the sweet spot in his elbow and his wrist so he drops the knife. Like, no, I could have gotten stabbed at any moment. I actually could have gotten really fucking hurt, and I just punched him right in the face to make him fall down, and then he dropped it. That was what did it. If that kid was any more of in a bad mood, I probably would not be here right now because he would have stabbed me. Because he was holding my best friend at knife point. I was like, fuck that shit. I was done. I punched the shit out of him. I could have gotten really, really hurt, and luckily I didn't. There was nothing cool about that. It was, this motherfucker held a knife to my friend and myself, and I punched him, and that's all it was. Fucking Steven Seagal or or Vin Diesel, like, hold him by the elbow, hit it, and then hold him by the wrist, and like turn it, and then they drop the knife. Like, no, I didn't do that. I didn't do that shit at all. I just punched him. I could have gotten stabbed at any moment. I could have gotten hurt at any moment in time. That would have been it for me. In the moment, did it feel like slow motion? When you have adrenaline rocking through your veins, everything feels like slow motion. But I just did it so quick I didn't even think about it. Do not try to punch somebody that holds a knife to you. That's fucking stupid. You're gonna get stabbed. Luckily, I knew this guy, so we just picked up the fucking pocket knife and threw it in the bushes. It's like, dude, you don't get to have a pocket knife. You're gonna hold it to us like that. And all four of us that were there were like, yeah, no, we don't want you to have that either. You don't deserve it. There was this one white kid. I forgot how that went exactly. I'm pretty sure we just had like 5 teachers around us, so I think I just let it slide. It was like flicking me in the forehead, like constantly, like flicking constantly. Ow, like that. Wasn't paying attention. I flicked my mic. He was just flicking. And I looked at him like right in the face and said, dude, if you don't cut that shit out, I'm gonna hit you. And then all the teachers like looked at me and they're like, you're gonna what? And I said, he won't stop flicking me. He just keeps doing it. She's like, keep your hands to yourself. And then he didn't do it again. So. Like I always kept it, my rules, my mental rules, my dojo rules was leave me alone. If you want to hang out or talk or something, that's fine. Don't put your fucking hands on me. Don't be an asshole to me. And we'll be just fine. That's my Jedi rules. But if you're an asshole to me, I'm gonna slug you in the jaw. Adrenaline is one hell of a drug, and I really don't like how there's very few games that actually utilize adrenaline. There's one game that I can think of that utilize adrenaline the way that adrenaline is meant to be utilized, and that is Zombie Panic Source. And not like, oh, adrenaline gives you like an extra buff when it does this. Like, no. When you have adrenaline constantly going through your veins in a fight, you don't get tired. You don't feel severe pain. Adrenaline blocks out everything. It's crazy. When I was I think I was running once and I had adrenaline going through because I was trying to beat this guy in a race because there was something on the line. I don't remember what exactly. I think we were like trading bikes or some shit. I had adrenaline going, and this kid was known for being the fastest kid in the school. And I just, dude, I couldn't see anything but the finish line. I was tunnel visioning directly towards the center of what I was looking at, and that was the finish line. I didn't get tired. I don't remember breathing. I don't remember anything. I left this kid in the fucking dust. I eclipsed him in the race. He was gone. Adrenaline is not a buff or whatever. It blocks out your sensories and such. It makes things so much different. You don't feel pain very much. You don't get tired. You just do. That's what adrenaline is. And in Zombie Panic Source, if you press the panic button, your character drops everything that he has, he yells, and then he gets a speed boost. It doesn't matter if you're tired, it doesn't matter if you're low on stamina, it doesn't matter how heavy you are. If you press the panic button, you just go. And that's what adrenaline is. You just go. Your body works on autopilot at that moment. It's like that scene from Star Trek where they're like, turn off all shields, just gun it. It's like, that's what it is. Like Hunt Showdown has an adrenaline perk where it says when you're at low HP, you have infinite stamina. Like, okay, that's actually something that would make sense, but that's not how that works. The second that you start entering a gunfight in Hunt Showdown, adrenaline should start like right there. Because that's what it is. The adrenaline shots in Left 4 Dead 2, that's an adrenaline shot. That's different than natural adrenaline. The entire time that those guys are shooting or running in Left 4 Dead, they are on adrenaline. When you take an adrenaline shot, that's to help your heart start. That's a medical needle. It's to stop you from going into anaphylactic shock. Adrenaline is a big deal, and your body makes it naturally. But it makes it, and it flushes your system with it when you're in extreme stress, such as a fight or flight. So there's never been a game that I can think of that utilizes the adrenaline system. Like, okay, Apex Legends might do it. When Bangalore is getting shot at, she runs faster. That's a good example of real adrenaline. Like in Battlefield, when you're being suppressed, when you know bullets are coming at you and you can see them, your heart would be going a million miles a minute knowing that one of those could put you in the dirt. Just one of those and that would end you. When you melee someone or are meleeing someone and you know that you're doing whatever, you'd get hit a pretty heavy amount of times before you'd go down, unless they hit you in a pretty bad spot. Adrenaline's a big deal. And I have been through my fair share of adrenaline junkies. Adrenaline junkie kicks. Hope you get better soon, Bommy. Like, there's folks that ask, hey, why don't people just use tasers more? Like, why do the police need guns when they could just use tasers more? Are folks that have never been in a real fight, have never been in a real situation where it is fight or flight. Like, junkies that are on adrenaline, that are in a situation or are under the effects of drugs or something. Dude, tasers aren't gonna do fucking anything. Tasers are so random if they work. Dude, there's stories that I've heard personally from police officers when I wanted to be a cop that taught at my college. They said, yeah, I had to kill a man, and we asked about his story, and he said, I shot this dude 13 times out of my 15-round magazine. And he ran away until he bled out later. Dude, how many fucking shots do you think it takes to put somebody down? When you're on adrenaline, you're gonna keep fucking running. It's just how your body works. Because cops don't usually aim for the head. They aim to put you on the ground.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
Bedtime stories with JFJ Win.
Alright, so, monkey, there's a monkey and he's fucking jumping on a bed after I told him to. He fell off. He cracked his fucking skull open. Big whoop. Mom and dad fucking make another kid. The end. Go to sleep. Lose a sense of smell when I got COVID? Yes. Sense of smell and sense of taste are now drastically limited. What about pepper spray? Pepper spray is weird. Pepper spray is severe because it burns everywhere and you need to be able to see. Dude, bear mace doesn't fuck around. That stuff foams up and just burns. It's meant to scare off bears. It's gonna make you throw up because it hurts so much. Oh, you want a ranged battle, cocksucker? Huh? Oh, wait, I have looting. Hold up. I have looting too, and he didn't even drop the damn thing. Fuck. Her face when I drink her dollar store pepper spray. Any tips for high school? Here's the best tip that I've ever been given for high school, and it was a tip from my father. And I love my father to death. Get in, do what you gotta do, get out. You will never see these people again unless you actively look for them. So if you have a problem with any of them, get in, do what you gotta do, get out. You know who I still keep in contact with despite having a lot of friends in high school? I had a lot of friends. You know who I keep in contact with? My 2 fucking roommates. That's it. That's it. Those are the only 2 people from high school, despite knowing maybe like 60, 70 people. I was friends with maybe like 20 of them, but I knew like 70 people by name. And I only keep track of 2. I don't give a shit about anybody else. Unless you actively try to keep in contact with them, you're not ever going to see any of those fuckers again. So don't sweat the small stuff. Don't go to high school and freak out. Go in, get your degree, get the fuck out. High school is not worth freaking out over. I lived 10 minutes away from my high school. Still kept in contact with no one. And then I went to college and I saw people around that were pretty cool. And I remember them. Never spoke to him. I knew a guy. His name was Will. Will was pretty cool. I knew he was gonna get in the boat. They're out the boat. But I knew Will. I saw him in the hallways at high school. Never spoke to him. Or I saw him in the high schools of college, and I never spoke to him. Oh. Sophie. Play DBD, play Oni. You'll be hard pressed to see me play DBD again until the clown gets buffed. It's possible, Miff. Very, very possible. I think the best addition to Dead by Daylight would be a 2-killer mode. That would be the best addition to the game. And I just know that it won't happen. Was my fishing? It's coming along good. Two killers, 8 survivors. Yeah, 2 killers, 8 survivors, and just fucking combine a couple of the maps. Because that would be so much fun. What's up, King? If I could change one thing about Red Dead 2's story, what would I change? Nothing. That game is absolutely perfect the way it is. I wouldn't change a single thing. Death Garden was a lot of fun, Miff. Could have been better, but it was a lot of fun. I think survivor teams being able to communicate being external means. The game doesn't allow it. It's problematic. I think Survive with Friends is cancer. I absolutely think it's cancer. I think it is a detriment to the game. Because they added all of these perks that encourage teamwork and all these perks that work really well when you're by yourself. But the game did not balance or give killers any sort of bonus or incentive to go up against groups. It is so fucking painful to go up against Survive with Friends. It is so fucking painful. It makes things so much more difficult. Because it was clear that the game needed the ability to play with friends. It was clear that it needed that. That's fine. This is not what I'm complaining about. I'm saying the killers didn't get anything to deal with that. Because the game, since day one, has been balanced around survivors not being able to talk to each other. This is why there's no VoIP. This is why Bond is in the game. This is why Kindred is in the game. Dead by Daylight is not killer-sided. It has never been killer-sided. I think it was killer-sided when Freddy was reworked, and that was about it. Because the point can be made that, like, oh, well, if a good killer goes up against a bad survivor, the bad survivor's not gonna have a good time. Well, if the killer has significantly more chances of having a shittier game than survivors do. Survivors meet one killer, and if the killer's bad, you have the whole rest of the game. The killer has to bank on all 4 survivors being bad. I went up against survivors that were fucking invisible way too fast and make no noise. I managed to get a 3K, but everybody else was not nearly as good. There are killers that just suck, that are just not good. There are killers that are absolute just total dog shit. And Clown being one of them. I'm not saying the game should be piss easy on each side, but I'm saying that Survivor, it is piss easy. Because there are folks that play on stretched res so that they can play the game on Survivor easier. I got news for you, dude. That's cheating. I don't care what anybody says. That's actually cheating. If you adjust your FOV at all as Survivor, you are cheating. Because guess what? In order for killers to change their FOV, we need a perk. You have to have a perk equipped at all to change your FOV. So if you stretch your res as Survivor, you are literally cheating. You were doing something the game did not account you to do, and they tried to put something in so that you could do it, and you bypassed that. You were basically using an exploit. That's just what it is. Killer should be easy while Survivor should be hard. Killer should be easier, but it shouldn't be easy. The killer should not be steamrolling people. The killer should not be the nurse. That should not be a thing. Killer should not be able to just walk through all of these survivors, but survivors should not be able to pop 4 gens in 2 minutes. It's boring. It fucking sucks. It's incredibly boring. Opinion on smoking? Smoking's gay. Pipes are kind of cool, but once you put tobacco in it, it becomes gay. Once you put weed in it or anything like that, it becomes gay. Stretch resolution. So Dead by Daylight has a thing that you can do with the NVIDIA filters where you stretch the game upward instead of making it widescreen. And this fucks with the geometry of the game. It allows you to peek over objects that you shouldn't have the ability to see over. It allows you to see where the killer is at easier than if you did it otherwise. Stretched res lets you change your FOV when you naturally can't do it. And stretched res gives you the ability to see things that you naturally can't see. In order for killers to change their FOV, they have to equip a perk. So if survivors can change the way they see by going into NVIDIA, GeForce, whatever, or internal stuff, it is a literal, by definition, cheat. They are cheating. And then I go on Twitter and I see fucking idiots all the time. I want to make a bully squad. Can somebody help me bully some killers tonight? Why? How? That's not fun. You fucking retards get mad when we bring NOED. And then you bring a 4-man toolbox brand new part crew and we're just supposed to say that's okay? Supposed to just think that's all right? That's acceptable? And the devs don't care. They don't give a shit. As long as the survivors are having fun, because survivors buy more cosmetics anyway. That's why survivors get cosmetic pack after cosmetic pack after cosmetic pack over and over and over again. Because they keep buying them. Whereas killers, they get skins, but they get like a couple, as where survivors get like a shit ton every now and again. Would more gens help? Kicking should do something. When you kick a gen, you have to do the entire animation to kick a gen, and then it does a small regression time. Small. And in order for a survivor to cancel that, they have to touch it for a second. If that. If a second. They just have to click on it. That's it. And then it undoes your kick. It literally undoes any regression that you've done. Kicking doesn't do anything. I think here's what I'll say, because I want the game to be fair on both sides. I'm not some idiot that's going to make an 8-page balance thing that just makes survivors OP. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this fair on both sides, okay? When a killer kicks a gen, overcharge should just be base kit. When a gen is regressing, it should regress at 75% the normal rate. It should not be 10%. It should be 75%. That way Ruin can still be as good as it wants to be. Kicking a gen should do something. Because at this current moment, if you don't have Pop Goes the Weasel, Ruin, any of those other ones, kicking generators doesn't do anything. I just think Overcharge should just be base kit. I think when you kick a gen and someone walks over to it and activates it, they should have to do a skill check. I don't think it's fair that I have to kick a gen that takes a shitload of time just for you to touch it for a second. Because the game wants you to chase survivors. The hardest category to actually get points into is the hunting category, because they want you to chase survivors. But the game and the way it is played does not want you to do that. They do not want you to chase survivors, because the longer that I am in a chase, the more points I get, but the easier it is for all the generators to go away. You do not want me to chase. This is why Huntress is so good, Trickster is good, and Deathslinger is good. This is why they are so good, because they don't have to chase as much. This is why Bubba is super good too, because he does not have to chase as much. This is why Enduring is one of the greater perks and Brutal Strength is one of the greater perks, because they help you get into a chase immediately. You get stunned, you break the pallet, done, you're back in the chase. Whereas if I don't have those perks, you can keep running and I just have to deal with that. It is unbelievably fucking painful to play Dead by Daylight as a killer. Who's Bubba? Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I just think Overcharge should just be base kit. I think that if you kick a generator and you walk over to it to finish it, you have to do a skill check. And if you fail, you take away more progression. I think that if you kick a generator, you should get some fucking value out of it, not just let it sit there. Because when I kick a generator, it takes a long time to kick a generator. And I'm stuck to it. And also, there's a perk in the game that now is de-incentivizing me from kicking a generator. A fucking landmine thing, flash mine, whatever. No, the bottles still don't work correctly. Only way you can have fun in DBD is playing the Doctor? Good. Play the Doctor. This Survivor rulebook thing, I'm sick of it. I don't follow it anymore. I tunnel, I camp, I do everything in my power to make survivors have a shit time. I have played 1,300 hours in Dead by Daylight because it used to be a lot of fun, and I realized why. It's because I was playing Survivor the whole time. But after playing the game as killer and having a genuine look on both sides, I can tell you right the fuck now, it sucks. That game is just terrible. Killer has the killer is shafted in that game. Killer is absolutely shafted. It should not be that hard to play a killer. It just should not be. Like, dude, I play Clown. I think Clown is super fun. I also know Clown is not good. It should not be that fucking hard to play clown. It just shouldn't. But then folks just say like, well, we'll just play someone else. Okay, I want to play who I want to play. And I should understand the consequences that come with that. But the consequences of playing clown should not be his power doesn't work. You think people would be up in arms if walking over a bear trap didn't set it off? So why the fuck does the clown still, after 2 patches, his bottles still don't work? His main power still doesn't work. It wouldn't be such a big deal if it was like, oh, well, a side effect of his power doesn't work. Like, his add-on, like, it makes the gases bigger. Like, no, that doesn't work right now. Like, that's fine. I just won't take the add-on. I can't not use the bottle. The bottle is what I need the bottle. The bottle doesn't fucking work. It's been 2 patches now. It still doesn't work. It's 8 Nautilus shells. And the Survivor rulebook can go fuck itself. I tear out pages of that thing all the time. Don't camp. Don't tunnel. You can't kick my gen. You can't babysit my gen. Go fuck yourself. If it gives me a 4K, I'll do it all goddamn day. There's 5 cakes. You have to. There's 4 cakes. You have to let us farm. No, I'm gonna mori you. I'm gonna ruin your game. I have been burned in the ass and insulted and just absolute the worst fucking people on this planet are Survivor mains. And after coming face to face with thousands of them after 1,000 hours, I would soon rather ruin 100 games of Dead by Daylight for 4 survivors than get a single blood point. What do I think of Freddy before and after the nerf? I thought Freddy was pretty good the entire time, and then they just made him better. And you can't even talk about anything in favor of one side because both sides are so malignantly fucking volatile that if you propose a change, it pisses off one side. And I'm no exception. You post a page, 8 pages of Survivor buffs, I'm gonna call you stupid. You post 8 pages of killer buffs, I'm gonna call you stupid. You have to make both sides fair. And right now, Survivor is so much fucking easier than killer. And then they bring up, like, oh, on a competitive level, this isn't a competitive game. This game has never been competitive, ever. I don't give a shit what anybody has ever said. You do not make a competitive game out of a game that is 100% reliant on RNG. You just don't do that. You don't make Fortnite competitions. You don't make PUBG competitions. Doesn't matter if there are some, you don't do that. If you make an Apex Legends fucking like tournament, what if 3 people get Mozambiques and the other get fucking Leviathans or whatever the fuck they're called? I can't remember. You really think that's fair? You think RNG makes competitiveness fair? It doesn't matter how good you are at the game. If I get better gear than you, I'm going to do better than you. That's not fair. It's called not having a competitive advantage. Why do you think drugs are banned in sports? Because it's not a competitive advantage. It's cheating. It's not fair. When the maps are RNG, when bugs are RNG, when killers sometimes don't work, when the game is based entirely on how many pallets you have, where the windows are, this doesn't become a competitive scene. This is RNG. When you play CSGO, the very first game of CSGO you play will be like the 1,000th fucking game of CSGO you play. Because Dust 2 looks exactly the same. You get the exact same amount of money with the exact same type of weapon that gives you the same amount of reward every single time, that as long as you know what it does. If I kill you with an op, I get 400 bucks. I kill you with a P2000, I get 2,000 bucks. And that will never change unless something changes in the patch notes. But that's it. If I play competitive CS:GO and one team spawns with an op and another team spawns with AKs, one of them has a significant fucking advantage over the other, and that's not fair. You don't make competitive games like that. So when you make a fucking RNG based game like Dead by Daylight and then you say something stupid like, oh well, the competitive scene, there isn't one. You can play this, it's a fucking party game. It doesn't matter what anybody says. At the end of the day, Dead by Daylight is a party game. When you propose changes to a video game, you need to propose changes to both sides. Especially if it's something as asymmetrical as Dead by Daylight. When you want to propose a change and you only buff one side, you're misunderstanding the entire point of the game. Not everybody plays Survivor. Not everybody plays Killer. I'm gonna get rid of these saddles. I don't need them. I have too many. You just want survivors and killers to respect one another and be balanced? Dead by Daylight can't be balanced by nature because it is an asymmetrical game. One side plays the game significantly different than the other, and someone's going to complain about it. What's important is that you realize that each sides do exactly what they're supposed to do.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
Thanks, Colonel.
Guard my plushie. He's wicked, and he will sit on my unused nightstand like the king he is.
King shit. In Dead by Daylight, there should not ever be a time where the killer is not scary. That is, apparently that is a hot take on Reddit. Apparently that's a hot take on the Dead by Daylight forums. There should never be a point where the killer is just not scary. You should not be able to sit at the exit gates, just sit there and teabag. Like, you should not be able to do that. I think, and this is a hot take, I think that if you sit in the exit gates, I think I should be able to grab you. Trying to bring me my old shit. There should never be a point where you just sit somewhere and just go, all right, yeah, no, the killer, he can't get me anymore. No, you should be afraid of the killer at all times. And I think the exit gates should regress. If you put it at 99%, it should regress. Fast, too. I don't think that you should just be able to... I don't think that you should just be able to leave it at 99. Completely undoes the entire point of the endgame collapse. Regress it to 50%. That's fine. You want to get it up to 50%? Put it at 50%. You should not be able to put it at 10% or like 1% left and just leave it there. There's no point in the endgame collapse. If I see a gate that's basically like at 100%, I go over and I open it anyway. Because you should have opened it a while ago. How much do I know about Apex? Nothing. Apex actually isn't very good. The shooting is abysmal. What I do like playing is Caustic, and that's really only why. The exit gate should kill you? No, that would be broken. I'm just saying, if you stay at the exit gates and teabag, I should be able to pick you up. Just grab you right there. That way you can't teabag at the door. This also helps stealth killers who are in a bad spot right now.
Beans. Are you fucking insane?
Excite.
My JFG plushie has a dump truck of an ass.
Much like the real thing. I gotta get mending, man. I gotta get it. I think what I need to do is just go on an adventure. Bring a map, bring some food, and just go find a village. I gotta do something. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go on an adventure. Try and find a village. Just feel the teabag can't really be fixed. It easily can be fixed. Do what they did in CSGO. You kidding me? You're serious? If you do it too fast, it slows you down. It doesn't slow down your move speed, not that. That's not what I was saying. Nice. Ever resell the plushies? In the future, maybe. This was a big old limited time event. They were testing to see if people would actually buy any of the plushies. And lo and behold, a metric fuck ton of you did. And that secured the future of the plush. The plushies. Should do the unlimited potion thing with the dripstone water drops. I don't know what that is. Oh, are you talking about being able to put potions in cauldrons? That's a bedrock thing. You can't do that. Current opinion on TF2? Sucks. TF2 is a mixed bag. It has the potential to be super fucking awesome. It just never... It is, or it was, and then it lost it. But my whole thing is, I hate the pyro. I absolutely despise the pyro, and he's the best class. And there's a handful of folks that'll say something like, well, Jay, did you know that the tangs with the tangs? It's like, or whatever. The biggest argument I've ever seen is Medic technically has a higher base DPS than Pyro. It doesn't work like that. Because you're completely missing out on everything that the Medic has is projectile based. So you can sit there and you can say shit like, oh, well, the Pyro does less damage than the Medic. Like, you ever play Medic? You go ahead and try to land any of those fucking needles consistently. Go ahead, and I'll give you a little bit of a break, you know, because I'm generous, I'm nice when it comes to balancing. You can miss 10 total needles out of your 30 needle count. You miss 10. Go ahead and land 20 needles in a row. Go ahead. Good fucking luck, dude. Unless somebody's standing still, good luck. It's just not how the game works. Where'd all my paper go? I know I turned it into books, but not all of it, right? Infinite Sea Kelp XP farm? I mean, like, turn them into cooked kelp and then get the XP off the furnaces? Basically, that's what I've kind of been doing. Wait, I need those. They make a cartography table again. It's like 4 wood, 2 paper. Yep. As the Bovid, it sucks, but you know, it's whatever. I think I should make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, I'll do one more. Okay. Well, now I know how to get back. Is the banner thing a PC thing? Yeah, that was one thing about the Bedrock edition that I just could not forgive. I could not stand that. If you use a map on a banner, it leaves a waypoint. Well, not in Bedrock edition. Where did my axe go? Why is it right there? What? Right, well, might as well just start heading in a direction. That's what the stream's for, Dolphin Man. About to run out of map. I have to start heading east. Ever used explosives? Oh yeah, loads of times. That's how I get my netherite. But getting netherite scrap right now fucking sucks. I actually think I'm gonna have to make another map. Oh, I didn't use my waypoint. Shit. Well, at least I know where to go. Get a fast horse? Nah. Get it? Because horses. Because horses. Because horses. Say nah. You got foxes. Too bad foxes are fucking trash. Payday 3 when it comes out? Yeah. I don't understand where this meme came from where folks thought I said Payday 2 was bad. I never said it was bad. I said it got boring. I have played all the Payday 2 that I need to play for a very long time. I don't need to play Payday 2 again. Hey, Wolf. Reused explosives IRL? Oh no, of course not. This is TX. Nice little mountain range. Got some mountain pigs. Goats. Stay the fuck ass away from me. Worthless ass mob. Guys, don't worry. We half-assed this update to add goats. Why? You have all the resources and money in the fucking world. Why do you still half-ass updates? Goats don't do anything, by the way. This is like them freaking out over the polar bears and the panda update. Oh. Oh. I really wanted these. Sea pickles are super cool. Underwater light. I need aqua affinity. Dead cube. Is there any way to make that not dead? Do I have to use silk touch to get any of the valuable stuff here? I'm gonna need unbreaking so I don't lose this sword. A copper? Give me copper? I want copper. Nobody likes copper. Copper sucks. Do like me some sea lanterns, though. Shame you can't really collect them. They really want you to work for them. I didn't bring torches. Shit. I think I've hit my limit on this map. Only valuable thing to do now is probably cross the ocean in it. Any crazy farms? No, I'm not I'm not Minecraft experienced enough to do that. Also, I think it's incredibly stupid that in order to make a boat in the Bedrock edition, you need to make a thing of wood, and then you have to add a wooden shovel to it. I can't stand that. I think that's so stupid. What was the last console I had? Console that I owned? 3DS. That's probably about it. Do I know why Bedrock and Java are so different? Well, because they're Bedrock's made on C++, so you can actually do shit to it. And Java's made on Java. The only thing about Bedrock that I can sing its praises on is that it has crossplay across everything. You can play Bedrock on mobile and play with your friend on the Nintendo 3DS. You know how fucking alien that is? That is ridiculously alien. Like, we're not just talking about, oh, well, you can play on the fucking, the Mayro machine and the fucking other thing. No, you can play on your phone, on your Wii U, your Xbox, your PlayStation, your PC. They are all crossed. And I think that is incredibly cool. I think that is a very valuable thing that needs to happen across just everything. The idea of, hey, crossplay in a comfy game like Minecraft, you can do on every single thing that I can think of. Just wish you could host private worlds without buying a server on Java. You can. Just need to port forward. But like me and other people, port forwarding is incredibly weird, and I also don't have the internet to do that and stream. Despite having gigabit, streaming and hosting a Minecraft server that is always online That sucks. That will fuck your computer. I know how to heal a zombie villager. I haven't met one in the entire time I've played on this world. Excuse me. Ever played Halo? I played Reach. I didn't like it. Tyrion! Kitty cat. He's meowing. What are you looking at, huh? What are you looking at? What are you gonna do? Teleport to me? Fucking idiot. You can host private worlds. It's really easy. You just port forward. But you also have to learn how to port forward. I'm currently using the map to scale out. See, I'm a professional cartographer. I'm very hungry. I gotta go eat something. Hopefully I'll find a village here soon. That'd be nice. With all this dream luck I've got going on. How long till I beat Minecraft? I don't know, dude. I might not. Knowing me, I might get super far and say, alright, I'm done. Being on Battlefield 2042? I think it'll be pretty good. I hope it will. What are you gonna do, big guy? Shit on me? Yeah, order up. All right, Tyrion. All right, all right. I hear you loud and clear. You want me to pick you up and hug you and hug you? Oh, there's no running away. That's not how this works. Oh, yeah, big old stretchy boy. Oh, stretchy boy. Yeah, the spyglass is a completely worthless item that was added to the game to incentivize people that Bedrock can have its own little zoom in too. The thing is, geodes are very rare, and if you are unlucky enough to never find a geode, you'll never be able to zoom in. Whereas Optifine, done. And on top of that, you can't use the spyglass with a bow or a crossbow, whereas this you can. Uh-oh. I forgot that's what boats do now, they just sink. Yeah, Rainbow Six Siege? I don't like it at all. I'd rather play Due Process. Due Process is, kind of stinky. Ooh, a river. Kind of a crappy river, but a river nonetheless. It appears I misjudged you, river. How many times I get suspended after getting in a fight? More times than I can count. The river ends here. Whoa, full boat drifting. How's Bovid affected my day-to-day life? It didn't. I can still do my job without any hitches, which is still great. Still pretty great. The Drifter. This whole area looks like it's all just wooded. Which is not a huge deal. Just it looks like it gave me a map that is mostly ocean. I kind of want to go explore all that. There's a bee. pesky bee. We already ate the chicken picnic. You have left me quite discheesed. Opinion on battle royales? They can be done well, but they rarely ever are. I think I'm about to run out of land here. What's the name of my skin? Crayola calls it peach. Is that glass? Oh, no, it's just optical illusion. Oh, look, polar bears. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm also eating something. Thoughts on sushi? I love it. Favorite sushi roll? I'm a big fan of salmon and tuna. Bonus points for spicy tuna. I just think it's a funny meme, Joda man. There's an asshole with a trident. Don't you fucking run away from me! Pardon me. Oregon Trail. That's something that I told somebody I was going to play one time, and then I just never did. Never been sick once in my natural born life. Dies of dysentery. Ah, well, fuck you. This is something that I thought was always pretty stupid when it was added to the game. Look at that. I have looting 3. I got a carrot. I didn't get any of the pieces of armor he had on him. I always hate that. Let's say somebody drops a sword and a fucking zombie picks it up. That sword's gone. You probably will not get that. You should not be able to give stuff to zombies and have zero way to get it back. That's just dumb. And no, turning it into a rare drop does not make it fucking worthwhile. That's just stupid. Creeper. Tyrion. Are you a little squishy little kitty cat? Let's find out. Favorite drink or soda? Water. Only water. I don't drink soda. It's been 3 hours and 40 minutes. Boy, squishy boy, you're my little squishy boy. Yes, you are. Are you a little squishy boy? Are you a little squishy boy? Is that what you are, little squishy boy? Squish, 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 squish. Squish, squishy, squish, 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 squish. You're my little squishy boy. You know that? Yeah, you're trying to run away. You can't. Because you're my little squishy boy. Squish, 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 squish. Squish, 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 squish. My little boy. My little Tyrion boy. Alright, goodbye. You can run away now. Oh, you fucking idiot. Honestly, a lot more land around here than I thought there was. Do I control the amount of food Tyrion eats? Yes. He used to be thin as hell. Like, I mean, like, dangerously thin. The vet told me to give him more food. And I gave him more, and he was fine. And then I asked the vet if it was okay if I reduced it a little bit. And he was A-okay. Now he gets fed more throughout the day, but with less food. He's not a heckin' chonker. I don't want him to be a heckin' chonker, because he's gonna die. And I don't want that. I do not want my adorable little kitten cat to die before he's like 35 and a half. Dasani? Dasani's disgusting. Actually, the only bottled water that's ever made me sick. And Aquafina, because they're both owned by the Coke company. Yeah, Tyrion has stayed at a very nice, healthy weight for quite a while. Does anyone get sick by bottled water? Shitty bottled water like Dasani and Aquafina. Will my kitty get my channel when I retire? My last video before I die is gonna be, I'm dead, bye. Oh, roadkill! I hit a fish! Oh no! Oh, dude, how did that happen? Oh! This is good music. Shit, I love this. A swamp! Fuck yeah. Higher chances of getting slimes. A abandoned nether portal. There's gonna be some enchanted gold crap in it somewhere, I think. Just like I said, some enchanted gold crap. Face reveal in your death video? Probably. Well, now I know where to get vines. That's nice. Vines are fucking great. I think somebody said somewhere that moss things spawn in this biome, right? God, what's that thing called? The canal. The fucking canal in Central America. What's that called? It's gonna... Oh, shit, I just said it the other day. Panama Canal, there we go. Thank you, Nikarin. Panama Canal, yeah! Fuck you, dolphin. Yeah, eat it. Eat it. Fuck you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I was joking. I was joking. The camera's right there. The camera's right there. Oh, shit. There's more. Camera's right there. I was kidding. I was kidding. Go away. Oh. Bro, watch your jet. The dolphins in this game act like real dolphins. If they stay underwater for too long, they will drown. If I remember that they do that at least. Oh, there's an alpaca up there. Yeah, dolphins are mammals, I believe. They don't have gills. They have lungs. They will drown if they're underwater for too long. Just like whales. Whales are the same way. So dolphins, if I remember correctly in this game, they come in contact with land, they'll hurt themselves, but they won't die. But if you keep them under the water or in a water block for too long, they will suffocate. Just like in real life, if you keep dolphins underwater for too long, they will drown. They have lungs. They ain't fishies, they're mammals or some shit. There's also a little fun fact about dolphins. So, in order to entice a male dolphin to have more sex, because I think fish are some of the only dolphins, or fish and dolphins are some of the only animals on the planet, aside from humans, that have sex for fun. Dolphins create this sort of vaginal jelly or whatever, and it makes you like come extra hard. And so these scientists were like, all right, let's see. And so they scraped some, whatever the fucking verb you want me to use here, They acquired some and they tested it on a monkey, and the monkey coomed so many times it had a heart attack. Well, fun facts with the J-Man is because what they were gonna do is they were gonna sell said dolphin jelly as an aphrodisiac for people, but it was so fucking potent that they scrapped the whole idea. Raw science. Maybe that monkey's bloodline was weak. Perhaps. All I know is that getting a heart attack from ejaculating is very rare. And in order to get a cream that induces that, that's something else, man. Opinion on golf? Golf is gay. I mean, it wasn't a monkey, it was like a chimpanzee. It was like our distant relative or some shit. Kind of cool looking. What about poker as a sport? I wouldn't consider poker a sport. It's more like an activity. But poker is entirely reliant on RNG anyway. Poker, however much of a skill-based game it might be, you are only as powerful as the cards you're dealt. Whew. Okay. I'm done. I gotta go get some fucking food in my belly. Oh. Well, let me know your thoughts. Make sure to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe.